Hello everyone, my name is Cassandra if you're new here, and today we're going to be going over my second paycheck for January 21st to February 4th. Just to give you a little bit of information before we start, and I'll also give you some information as we go, but we are a single income family. Just my husband works for myself and my two children. I'm a homeschooling mom. Now he doesn't want his exact income revealed, so I do take off some savings, some taxes, and some tithing. Some of our financial goals for the year is to save $15,000 this year, as well as I'm doing the envelope challenge. I do have a cashless budget, however, so I just transfer whatever numbers I pull into a separate savings account, and that just goes for an emergency fund. That'll be hopefully by the end of this, by the time we're ready to buy a house, I want to have at least 3 months in savings for any emergencies that we might have. So how I'm doing that is I'm pulling 2 of these a week, 2 numbers a week, and then I will have 5,000 in 2 years. I'm pretty sure is how it works. 5,000 in 2 years or 5,000 in 1? I forget. I think it's 2. But yeah, 2 because I'm doing it every paycheck. So we get paid every 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure that's all you need to know. In this video, I'll be sharing with you a breakdown of my budget, how I do it, as well as how I did last week. So let's go ahead and start with last week. So this was my breakdown for last week. I was trying to kind of track it here, but I decided to show you on these pages. I guess I missed a page. So this is what I spent in food. I spent all of the money. Here's some things that I spent for savings. I did spend all the money for the savings as well. I bought a few clothes for Alice. So this, someone asked me that last time I did a budget video too, where my clothes budget is, and it all comes out of the spending. We really don't buy a whole lot of clothes. The only thing is when it comes to winter and stuff, I do like to have a bit of a bigger spending budget just to get them winter gear and stuff like that. So I do adjust my spending budget depending on the paycheck. So I got some clothes for Alice, some tools to fix our Nintendo Switch. My husband needed a new water bottle. We got a last minute birthday present for my son, and we purchased a book. And then for my car, I'm gonna roll it over. So we only spent $56.24 in gas. And so the rest of that budget will roll over. And then there were some overages, which I'll talk about in a second. So getting back to this, the income that we are working with this month, minus savings, taxes, and tithing, is $2,704. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the envelope challenge to see how much of that is coming out. And I'm gonna get my daughter to come pull the number. All right. 2 numbers, please. 1 and 3. There we go. 2. All right. What have we got? What number do we have?
3.
Oh, a big 3. Okay. I'll explain to you after what they're for. They're how much we're saving.
This number.
And this one, 48. That's pretty good. Alice, why don't you pull one more, because we got that 3. We can afford to pull one more this week. We'll try to speed this up a little. All right, she's got one more. Watch it be like 90. What is it? Oh, it is! It's a That's funny. It's 95. Awesome. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna add these up. 95 plus 48 plus 3 equals 146 for our envelope challenge this week. I feel like if they're under 10, I can just pull another one. But that'll make it go a bit quicker at least. Okay, so I'm gonna flip to my envelope tracker here. So I'll mark off my, my 3 numbers. So if you are new here and you are enjoying these budget videos, you like seeing what I spend, I also show some grocery hauls and food videos. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight, so I'm tracking that. I show some homeschool reviews, stuff like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and like this video and also subscribe so you can catch my videos in the future. So we did 3. I'm gonna do 95 over here, and then 48. If you're wondering where we are from, it's from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, Canada, and so that's where we are living right now. All right, so this is, I just added this overage section. We never really have overages on our bills, except for occasionally the utility bill, but I put enough in so that I already have that amount saved usually. But the phones, I don't usually, because we never go over, but both of us went over on our cell phones this month. And I think that might have been because there must have been an internet outage or something and we both didn't realize or something, because it's really, really unheard of. But our overages were actually 102 in total, which really sucks. But obviously that's coming out of this paycheck. So then I separated into fixed expenses and variable and then extra savings. So for the rent, we have $1,050, and that's just half. What I do is take half of our expenses, since we get 2 paychecks a month minimum. I half them so that I can have half saved from one, half saved from the other, and then they're just paid whenever they're paid. That's just how I do it. Works best for me. So half of our internet is $75. Half of our student loan, my husband still has a student loan, and we don't pay it all the way off just because we can get grants from the government. $6,000 a year we get, actually, for my husband's job and working here and having a loan at a province and blah, blah, blah. It's separate grants, but in total, they equal $6,000. So we just pay the minimum we possibly can on it. And then basically the government's paying it off for us, which is lovely. So then we've got my phone. Half of my phone is $35, unless we have crazy overages. Half of my husband's phone is $35. Then we've got our electric bill. I just do $110 a paycheck. And then fast offering is $50. And that's just an amount, if you don't know, that we pay to our church. We fast and skip 2 meals if we're able and don't have health issues. And then we pay that amount that we would have spent on food or a bit more to the church. For people, local people in need, it goes to local people who are having trouble. Okay, so moving on down here to variable expenses. I do have some card rollover. I've got $193 from last month. I'm saving a bit more in the car section this month, or at least this month, but going forward, just so that I can have some if I do need repairs or tows or boosts or whatever. That's all coming out of the car section. I may need a boost actually tomorrow, because I tried to start my car yesterday to take my son to the dentist when it was minus 39, was it? And I shouldn't have, and I knew I shouldn't have, but I did it anyway and it wouldn't start. So now I'm waiting till tomorrow, because it's supposed to be like under minus 20. It's like minus 18 or something. Hopefully it will just start, but you know, if not, I'll just get it boosted. So anyway, that's the rollover from last month. But for food, I want to spend $500 for these next 2 weeks. I'll show you my grocery haul coming up next week too. And I'm still trying to stock up for that. I did my food inventory and now I know what I need I try to have at least a 3-month food storage. Well, that's what I think it is anyway. Hopefully it is. I never really want to test it, but that's what I aim for. So I'm just stocking up on like pantry items, freezer items, meats, stuff like that for that. So that's what that will be for. That also includes takeout. So then I'm going to skip the car, because I'm going to put any extra savings, I think, right in the car budget. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do there, so I'm just going to skip it for now. Spending, I want to do 100 again. And then sinking funds is going to be 200. It's always 200. Now how I do that is I take our holiday budget and stuff like our car insurance, bigger payments that come once a month, or not once a month, like not regular payments. I add them all up and I divide them by basically by the month. And then for car, I'm going to do, I think I'll actually put this savings somewhere else. So for car, I'm going to do 150, I think, this time, but let's add this up to make sure it's correct. We've got 2704 minus 146 minus 102 minus our fixed expenses here. Minus our variable. So we've got 76 left over. So I'm just editing this here and I realized that I'll just take this extra $76 in savings and I'll just put it in my envelope challenge. So I don't have 76 available, but I'll do like 75 maybe. And then I can get this over with quicker because I would like to do this quicker than 2 years. But this week I've got that extra, so I'm just gonna try to throw as much in this as I can. So that's my plan for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and color the 75 and I'll let you get back to this video. So that's $343 we've got saved for car, that's gas and repairs, like I said. So that's everything for the paycheck for this month. If you've enjoyed this video, like I said, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.